Every showcase finalist will get 60 seconds for an elevator pitch, and they're going to entice you to go back to the Innovation Showcase area, which is in Skyline ABC, and actually AB, to visit. And they'll be available during the entire afternoon breakout. So let me introduce Anton Tedescu. Anton is a business development and innovation consultant. He is the chair of the Innovation Showcase and has been doing it for many years. So please join me in welcoming Anton.
Hi. Now, they did promise me a mic here, and something's happening. That's good. Or bad. We're about to find out. But hi. So thank you for being here and joining us. My name is Anton Teodorescu, which in years past I used to crack a joke about it being long, but these days I'm in the wrong company for that, so it wouldn't take me very far. But anyway, thank you all for being here and joining us. And you're both the bane and the reason and the mission for our existence, because some years ago when we thought about that, we figured, well, maybe we do it ourselves, but we thought it would get a little lonely. So in the end, and the thought was, okay, you're CIOs, you're here to learn and see how innovation, research, practice can actually improve and enhance your enterprise, your department, or the bottom line. So some years ago, 14 to be precise, we thought we'd make the transition. We used to have the CIO practice with the academic research, and then we thought, well, we're really at MIT, which is kind of the home of the startup, and Kendall Square, which is probably the densest area in the world of PhDs, startups, VCs, ecosystems. So let's bring these three powerful forces together and bring out the CIO practice, academic and visionary research from MIT, and then the street-level innovation that says, okay, how do the startups actually do this and implement it, which, excuse me, also takes us to what you see on some of the fingers of people, the beaver, which is the motto of MIT, that's the mens in manus, that says, okay, loose translation from Latin, but mind and hands, or let's say from theory to implementation. So every year we try to bring together 10 startups that we think give you a good cross-section of both what innovation is happening at street level, what might have an impact on your enterprise, and the intent is to say, well, for you to meet them, get to know them informally, and pick the 1, 2, 3, maybe hopefully all 10, that might actually have some relevance or some meaning to the company. And maybe you might think this year is a little too early, but maybe next year, or whenever it's the right time or the right opportunity comes, see where that collaboration can take it. And thank goodness so far over the years we've had a pretty good success record. And so if you look at the page of the Innovation Showcase on the website, we've had some really good exits. We've had 2, 3 unicorns. And we won't try to tell you which ones they are this year. That's for you to decide. But the idea was to bring them together and then let you and pique your interest to talk to them in more detail and learn all about them to see if there's a match. And as you might expect, they tend to track the trends in the industry. So this year, data is taking a more and more important role in the industry, since in the end, it's really what brings together data, amalgamated, analyzed to information that leads to decision-making and ultimately affects the bottom line. So there are, 3 of the startups are in the data space. There's security, there's healthcare. And so without me taking up the rest of this, of the half hour, let me pass it on to the first one, who is Aspen ESS. And Todd Ingersoll is the CEO. And what they claim is that they make old data new. So if you ask me anything beyond that, I'll be deaf mute. But I'll let him take over and tell you all about it.
This isn't part of the 60 seconds. We make old software new, not old data new, just to be clear. Clarification. Hello, everyone. Todd Ingersoll, founder and CEO of Aspen ESS. We intentionally started this company recognizing that we didn't feel that existing solutions available to people today can quickly or correctly overcome technical debt while also address cybersecurity needs at the same time. Google app modernization today, and you'll find plenty of vendors who are perfectly suited to help you build new modern software. That is not the same thing as rejuvenating legacy applications still in your care that remain critically important to your organization's needs. We've intentionally taken a very different approach to app modernization. We'd love to do an upgrade or a demo for you, Preferably, we'd upgrade one of your applications for you to prove it out at no obligation to you. Now, you can get there through traditional channels today. Modernize existing applications of yours. It'll take you months to years. You know this to be true, whereas we can do it for you in weeks to days. To be blunt, we feel others are doing it wrong. Entree Aspen ESS. Thank you for your time. We didn't rehearse this part.
Hey, thank you very much. My name is Mirko Ross. I'm co-founder and CEO of Ashwin. So my first question is, do you remember this cube? Who has solved this cube? Okay, a couple of us. It's very easy. You need 6 algorithms to solve this puzzle. This morning we have heard from Stuart Matnick that you are facing more than 170 different regulations on cybersecurity worldwide. And to be honest, this is a puzzle you need to solve, and you need to write algorithms to do that, to sort this regulation puzzle into a very nice Rubik's Cube. And that's what we are doing at Ashwin. We are providing you an analytics platform, looking into your enterprise architecture, into your products, and finding out where are this global cybersecurity risk on regulations, and as well, where are these risks in your supply chain. And we help you to identify them and to prioritize the weak spots into your products. And believe me, we are very good on that because we are from Germany, we are from Europe, and while you have invented AI and other technologies, Europe has invented regulation. So we know best how to deal in a regulated, challenging market, and that's how we build our products. So if you like to solve the puzzle for your enterprise, come talk to us. We are at the innovation booth. I'm looking forward. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Manish, one of the co-founders of CleanLab. We're a data-centric AI company building on a decade of research done here at MIT to create an automated solution to the multi-trillion-dollar data quality problem. There's no AI without data, and unfortunately, there's bad data everywhere, and that has downstream consequences like unreliable machine learning models. Practitioners end up spending 80% of their time struggling with data quality rather than focusing on tasks like machine learning modeling. CleanLab automates away that 80% of the job with an AI-powered solution for data curation. Our technology applies across data modalities like text, tabular, image, structured and unstructured data, and we can analyze any type of data, including not only the input data used to train a machine learning model, but the outputs coming from a machine learning model. So for example, we can provide output reliability for LLMs. So whether you're still evaluating the impact of bad data in your organization, or you're already there and you're looking for a solution to save time and cost for data curation, I'd love to talk to you.
Large language models lie. You can't trust them. Enter Jackson. Jackson is addressing the so-called hallucination problem. As Irving said before, hallucinations are a bug. What we are doing is marrying the old with the new. The old trusted symbolic reasoning where you have rules and math that you can trust with the creative power of large language models. We're taking the output of an LLM, turning it into a domain-specific language, and then run it through solvers so, again, we can mathematically prove the output. We've proved it with the Department of Defense. We are bringing it to the commercial industry now. Would love to chat with you. Come visit me at the Innovation Showcase. Thank you.
Thank you. So currently, the U.S. military spends on average $2.2 million to recruit, train, and certify one single candidate for special operations. Now, that's great, but the return on investment is extremely low because there's a roughly 70% failure rate. And at the same time, the organizations that are in charge of these training pipelines are not introducing any sort of predictive measurements or data science capabilities to help predict and mitigate some of that risk. That's where cognitive edge comes in. We digitally transform these training pipelines. We move them off of pen and paper, right? So we get rid of those daily myriad tasks that every organization is plagued with, and automate those points of data capture, automate the aggregation, correlation, so on and so forth. And then what we do is we produce a 360-degree view of each candidate as they move through the training pipeline, as well as the overall candidate cohort pools at large. Then once that's established, we integrate machine learning and other data science capabilities to help predict and lower their failure rate using positive intervention methods, using the data science tools that we offer them. So whether it is in the military space or the commercial space, Cognitive Edge is here and is focused on the most important asset, really, of any organization, which is people. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your lunch. My name is Cyrus. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Lila AI. And Lila AI is focused on using machine vision and our proprietary pipeline to revolutionize manufacturing and other industrial operations. So if you're involved in a manufacturing business and you'd like to have more visibility all the way down to how every unit's made and what everybody's doing, and really bring teams together and bring excellence to the table, this is the way to go. We can take video and really give reasons why things are going great, or if they're not going great, understand the source of the problems that are causing slowdowns. So anybody who's interested in finding out more will be in the room giving demos. Please come by and visit us. Thanks a lot.
Hi, everyone. I'm Srujan Akula. I'm the co-founder and CEO of the Modern Data Company. We are based out of Palo Alto, California. At Modern, we built a platform. Our platform is called Data OS, Data Operating System. And what we try to deliver with our platform is essentially create a new consumption-ready data layer for an enterprise that sits between how your IT organizations manage data and how the business teams would like to use this data. So it kind of creates that enablement layer. And we do this by using data products as that foundational construct. And think of Data OS as one of the platforms that provides a comprehensive data product lifecycle management. And organizations that have adopted the data products as a consumption layer, they're seeing about 90% faster time to value and up to 50% lower TCO in being able to deliver business value on top of their data. Last thing I'll talk about is especially when it comes to enterprise Gen AI or enterprise LLMs. And if you're trying to execute this on your structured data, you need a construct like a data product that gives you everything you need to know around the data to be able to improve the accuracy of models. And we are seeing some initial success in positioning the data product as that consumption-ready layer for enterprise Gen AI, especially on structured data. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sadiq Riazi. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Pyte. Our mission at Pyte is to make data accessible instantly while removing privacy and security concerns. Traditionally, there has always been a trade-off between how much you want to protect your organization's data versus how accessible you want to make it for a business use. And these two seem to be at odds with each other. At Pyte, we have developed a new technology that lets you process encrypted data directly without ever decrypting it. Essentially, it means that you can use real data without exposing it. The product can be used in two different ways. You can use it internally to protect against internal threats, or use it externally to maintain data confidentiality when you're working with other companies. We believe that data utilization and data protection should not be at odds with each other. We have a table in the other room. Please come and talk to us. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marcel Barrera. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at ServiceMob. And to tell the truth, right, contacting customer service sucks. The reason it sucks is because of the disaggregated data underneath the technology stack, which we often call the Frankenstack. It's why you have to call multiple times to solve your issue. It's why chatbots suck. It's why you stay on hold forever. We aim to solve that by modeling the data the right way from the customer's perspective. Let's face it, the customer experience, like Boston says, right, it's more than a feeling. It's a data model. And if you can actually do that, you can get a whole host of new novel metrics. These metrics are connected to the inputs, the true inputs of the business outcomes that we care about. Less churn, better gross margin, lower cost to serve, less contacts, less agents. I'd love to show you guys what we're doing here. At the end of the day, we sit on top of that airspace on top of all of the technology stack, so that way you don't have to rip and replace anything. We're able to show you metrics all the way down to the agent level that are connected to those outcomes that executives care about the most. So we're ServiceMob. We're by the water cooler with all these other cool startups, so come and check us out.
Hi, my name is Lynn Feldman. I'm the CEO of a company called SimulConsult. We are transforming medical diagnosis. You may have noticed that diagnosis has not benefited from all of these technological innovations you've been having over years. Clinicians still do it in their head, but medical research has made the information beyond the ability of humans to remember. As a result, there are 15% diagnostic errors, long delays, and poorer outcomes. The hope was that large language models would be the solution. Unfortunately, they are unreliable and often wrong. In fact, they're wrong more often than the clinician. We have diagnostic AI that sits on a computational medicine platform, proprietary statistical model of diseases and their characteristics. It reduces errors by 75%, and it saves 32% of the clinician time associated with a visit. So the ROI is very high. We are a young company. We're commercial, SaaS model. We have clinicians and hospitals using us here and around the world. And if you're involved in healthcare, we'd love to talk to you.
All right, thank you. Well, thank you, Lynn. And all I can tell you, Lynn, is that I never get to meet you professionally, I hope. So, and then all I can tell you is that I've been hanging around the cognitive edge guys all morning, hoping that they might make me a little smarter, but it didn't seem to work, doesn't seem to go anywhere. So, but on that note, we hope we gave you a little bit more of a balanced meal, both food for the tummy and food for thought, and something to think about. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of these startups would actually ring a bell and pique some interest. So please go by and learn a lot more about them over in the showcase room. And so with that, now we get on to the next part of the agenda, once you finish and enjoy your meal, to the breakout sessions. And for those, you can either stay here in the ballroom, if you feel like taking a siesta, or go down the hall past the showcase room into the Skyline room, or go to the Longfellow rooms downstairs. And you can get there by either going down the spiral staircase, or if the lunch was too big, you can take the elevator around the corner and just go down 1 level. So with that, thank you once again for being here. Thank you for all the startups to join us, because they've come a long way, as you may have noticed. California and Phoenix, not to mention Mirko from Germany. So we're glad they all joined us. Hopefully you learned something, and we'll learn a lot more about them this afternoon. So thank you once again, and enjoy the rest of your meal.